There was an apartment complex that seemed to be in focus. Chase, how live there on the scene? Chase, what have you learned since we last seen you?
So I just went up in Google Maps, 1670 Clifton Road, that 911 call that you guys mentioned, and this is it. So this is 1670 Clifton Road, what you're looking at right now. So it was maybe not even a block up the road from where I am. So I want to reiterate this to you guys and those listening on 11 Alive Plus right now. If this was a major incident, if something was going on that could cause problems or danger to the public, again, this would be all closed down. I mean, you can see those two people right there walking right in front of 1670 Clifton Road. So again, I want to make sure that we're making it clear that this is vastly different from what we saw a few months ago during that CDC shooting that involved a DeKalb County police officer who sadly lost their life, as you mentioned, Faith. So right now, what we're seeing, if you want to point up at the roof, Kyle, there's nothing. I'm not seeing anyone on top of the roof. I'm not seeing any drones right now. I'm not seeing any helicopters in the air. In fact, I haven't seen a police officer in quite some time, so I'm not sure if their investigation is complete. If it is, I know that we will hear from them soon, because I know that they're just as worried about getting the information out as soon as possible to ease the public's mind of what's going on here. But again, you guys, this is 1670 Clifton Road. There's no police presence right here. I'm directly in front of it. I'm safely in front of it. I want to make sure that I'm clear about that. No one has come up and said, hey, Chase, we need you to get out of the area. It's still not safe. But again, we are hearing that they're asking the public to stay away from the area. But again, we're seeing that through traffic here on Clifton Road. There's many cars going throughout. There's people going into that complex where all those shops are and where people can get into their apartments. So again, we're here, 1670 Clifton Road. There's nothing going on here. We're just waiting for an update from police. I'm not sure, Danielle or Faith, have you guys heard anything from Atlanta Police, DeKalb County Police? What are we hearing?
Not yet, Chase. We are still, like you, waiting to get an all clear from Atlanta Police. And I'm glad that you pointed that out, the difference between last summer to now, because when all the newsroom, when a lot of people at home heard about what was happening, of course, we think back to what we saw over the summer. It's also important to mention, while you all are out here, Chase is on the field, out in the field, and you all might be seeing things on social media about this. It's important to note, especially with this 911 call, these dispatch calls, they aren't necessarily fact. This is radio chatter. This is stuff that's happening right on the ground. When you're hearing maybe somebody's armed, maybe somebody's not armed, it is important to note that Atlanta Police will eventually come out and give us that true fact from their investigation. So just know that as you're sharing these clips or hearing these clips, that those dispatch calls, that's just what it is. It is a call, Danielle.
Yeah, and we have a little bit of an update. Emory is still asking people to avoid that area, Chase. So whatever they're investigating, whatever the police are investigating, obviously this is still ongoing, and it's been going on for about an hour right now. I believe the first calls came in around 1:15 for people to avoid that area for some type of police emergency, some type of situation. And it seems, Chase, from what you're saying, you're not hearing any helicopters anymore. It seems like things are kind of slowing down out there.
Yeah, very much. They've really almost come to a halt as far as I can see. I mean, I haven't gone beyond this point because we did get kicked off due to it being private property. But I think what Faith said really is very impactful. She said, those dispatch calls are just what people may think they saw, what they may think they heard. They may have heard gunshots, but in fact, Atlanta Police found out it's fireworks. So we're waiting for those facts here. And once we get those facts, we'll be sure to deliver them. Because look, we're hearing that the CDC, I believe in Emory, is on lockdown. I think, this is, again, I go back to last summer when that CDC shooting happened. I mean, this is a response to that quick response. So we're seeing that, hey, we're making sure that the public is safe here, that students are safe, that people that live and these apartments are safe, that work in these businesses are safe. So I think, what we're seeing right now is just a response, a trigger to what happened. And, I will say this, when we were out here last summer, that response is something that I've never seen before. I've covered many mass shootings in my 10 years as a reporter, and I've never seen quite the response I have when that shooting happened that took that officer's life with the DeKalb County Police Department. And I mean, again, I want to point this out. If there was an immediate danger to the area, we would see all this shut down. I mean, I'm having flashbacks right now to the CVS right on that corner over there on Clifton Road, and where you can get into that area. And I picture the SWAT trucks and the police officers and everyone just sitting there and just investigating this shooting, that tragedy that took place. And this is a far different look right now than it was just a few months ago. I mean, people are able to drive past this. I mean, you guys, I remember I was walking up the hill going to the campus on Emory, and it was shut down. I mean, you were probably maybe a mile and a half down the road before we could even get to see this point after hours of being outside. So again, I want to reiterate this so people watching or people on Facebook typing what they may be hearing and what they may be seeing, this is different. This is by far different. I'm seeing that there's not an immediate danger right now, but we're waiting until we hear from Atlanta police to make sure that there is no immediate danger. I'm not a detective. I'm not a police officer. I don't know what's going on right now, but what I can tell you is what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing right now is a stillness, is a calmness. I mean, you're seeing this traffic go through. You're seeing people walk by. But again, for me, I'm not sensing an immediate danger right now, Danielle and Faith.
Well, that's good to know. First person account. Hey, you know a lot more than many of us in this building because you are there, Chase. We appreciate you. If you're just joining us.